Remove your foot and then also remove your mask.
Toa máscara, se monta máscara. Ya no se monta la máscara. Are you able to see
Right.
him on?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, this is the third time we're calling this matter this day.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I must apologize. I was before your sister on Monyota. A bank fraud case that in fact I had to request time to come. You stood down a witness. I felt like I can attend your court.
So Mr. Muniri for the respondent,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Manga for the applicant.
Present.
Yes, Mr. Manga.
Your Honor, the matter is coming up today to report on the progress of the investigations. The IPOA has not completed investigations, and they are seeking extension of 14 more days to enable them complete the investigations. Your Honor, IPOA took over the matter on 21st December from DCI, and upon reviewing the police file, they found out that there were missing links in investigations. For example, there are a number of firearms which were not taken the firearm examiner for analysis. So far, 4 firearms have been taken to Nairobi, and in the circumstances, they are seeking for extension for 14 days. Your Honor, this court under Article 49, 1H of the Constitution has the powers to order for detention where there are compelling reasons. Your Honor, the respondent in this case is suspected of murdering 2 persons. A 3rd victim was seriously injured and is in hospital. Further, Your Honor, the respondent is a police officer who, if released, Your Honor, on cash bail, considering his position, there is a likelihood of interfering with the investigations. In the circumstances, I pray, Your Honor, that you extend the custodial orders for 14 more days to enable conclusion of investigations and the possible judging of the respondents. That's all, Your Honor.
Mr. Mungeri?
Yes, Your Honor. I want to submit, Your Honor, without contradiction, that the prayers being sought by my colleague are unconstitutional. They are abusing the rights of a suspect. And this court cannot be used to furtherance of the DPP's application for abuse of the rights of this suspect. Your Honor, I wish that you put your foot down and direct that whatever is being asked cannot be granted. Why I say so is this, Your Honor. The respondent, Your Honor, was first brought to court on 13th of December. And on 13th of December, before Court 7, your sister in Court 7. And your sister in Court 7, having considered the application for detention and allow the prosecution and the...
Right. Sorry, Mr. Mungeri, for interrupting.
Pardon?
Is it 12th, 13th, or is it 14th?
14th, Your Honor, sorry. He was arrested on 12th and then arraigned in court on 14th, sorry, Your Honor. On 14th of December. And your sister, in wisdom, directed that he be detained for 7 days to allow the police conclude investigations. They were asking for 14 days. They were satisfied with the 7 days. Your Honor, I can confirm to you that within those 7 days, my client was prepared for plea taking. Even medical documents were prepared. His assessment was done, and I was present. The file was presented to the DPP for giving a consent. That's when the DCI was shocked that there is another agency taking over the matter. They didn't resist. They downed their tools, Your Honor. The application by IPOA, there is no single application done by IPOA to this court, no single application to detain the suspect, for them to investigate. The reason why I call this application, Your Honor, an unlawful application, is that there is no application by IPOA. The application that was in court was an application by the police, the DCI in Kaptembo, who concluded investigations. So where are these prayers my colleague is seeking premised on? So whatever was extended by your brother on Honorable Court number 9 was non-existent. There was nothing to extend. There was no application, no application before you.
Mr. Mungeri?
Yes.
So before court, my brother, how many more days was the applicant
14.
given?
They asked for 14 days. They were given 14 days. And they were told to bring this and charge this.
Which date was that?
This was on 22nd.
Cancelled.
Sorry, on 22nd of December. So they were told to bring the suspect to court on 8th, which was yesterday, and charge him. And it was IPOI's application, which was oral. So, Your Honor, you notice a trend that the laziness...
How many days had they sought on the 22nd of December, 2023?
14 days, which they were given. And among the things they were asking, Your Honor, is what my colleague is asking. The firearms, which you are doing, they confirmed the medical assessment has been done. The only thing they need for 14 days is just the forensic, the ballistic expert report. Your Honor, the cited constitutional Article 49 has a caveat in J, which says a suspect must be brought to court expediently within 24 hours of arrest. Your Honor, courts, including yourself, in many applications, have resisted a situation where we have a pre-trial detention. This is what is happening. It matters not, Your Honor, whether this suspect is a police officer or not. The law is the law. When my colleague, Your Honor, submits to you or before you that the suspect will interfere with investigation if you were to release him, there is no affidavit. My client does not know who the witnesses are. There is no witness who has been called by my client being warned not to write a statement. How will my client interfere with investigations in a ballistic expert report being done by police officers? So, Your Honor, I'm asking you and beseeching you, don't allow them any more days. Let them charge the accused or the suspect with an offense that has been disclosed. If not, Your Honor, release him on bail and direct that this suspect reports to IPOA officers for further investigations if he is needed. Because I will tell you, Your Honor, that my client recorded a statement with IPOA when he was at Captembo. So they don't need his statement. Release him on bond, whichever terms you want to release him on, because by now, Your Honor, he has already been detained for 26 days, without being taken to court. How unconstitutional would the prosecution want it to be by asking for more 14 days? Even on the human side, Your Honor, I'm asking you kindly, relook at it, exercise your discretion.
I think you have covered everything.
Yes, Your Honor. I urge you to deny that application.
Thank you. All right. In brief response, Mr. Umanga.
Your Honor, briefly, the application for extension of custody orders is constitutional. And I reiterate my earlier submissions that Article 49(1)(h) allows this honorable court to extend because of the compelling reasons, Your Honor. I already indicated to the court. Also, the court should note the seriousness of the offense and also consider that IPOA took over the matter on the 22nd of December and discovered that there were areas which were not covered. It's in the interest of justice that the orders sought are granted.
Is that all?
That's all, Your Honor.
Sorry, I lost you. Is that all, Mr. Umanga? You're done?
That's all, Your Honor.
Okay. I meant to give you directions. For custodial orders on the 10th of January 2024 at noon. This is because I understand that Mr. Mwenga is you're quite understaffed to run the station, so let's do it at noon. And then in the meantime, the respondent shall be detained. Now the question is, how did we come up with Naivasha?
Your Honor, it was, I know Mr. Mwenga was not there. It was at the behest of the Captain Bua OCS, citing reasons that there were so many visitors. We can have him for a day in Nakuru Central Police Station, and you deliver your ruling tomorrow because of the cost effect and movement.
What cost effect, Mr.?
My client, Your Honor, has an illness which requires that a relative stays nearby and give drugs. So the wife often goes and delivers drugs. He's a man suffering from, he has a high blood pressure and such. So there is a medication that is done daily, and the police refuse to keep them. So I'm requesting if you can do it for one day in Nakuru to enable access for medication.
Your Honor, if I may comment on that briefly.
Yes.
The reason why the respondent was taken to Naivasha is well captured in the application which was made before court.
There was no application, Your Honor.
And those reasons, Your Honor, have not changed.
All right, counsel, these are the directions. In the meantime, the respondent shall be detained at Naivasha Police Station, where he has been detained over these past few days. The OCS Naivasha Police Station shall ensure that the respondent is granted medical attention, that he be availed before this court tomorrow at noon.
Much obliged.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Unaogopa picha kwa nini?
Sisi naona tu chenye unataka. Niambie ni wapi ni wote. Ama nikuja kupeleka sana wapi?
Acha Mungu alikataa kutoka kabisa.
Kuja kusema salama. Twende tukupeleka tu peke yako.